Tropical Storm Mirinae has hit China's Hainan province with damaging winds and flooding rains. It is the third tropical storm to hit China this year and is set to become the first, so far, to hit Vietnam. Mirinae is currently located 180 kilometers to the southeast of Hanoi out in the open waters of the Gulf of Tonking. It is moving westwards at around 25 kilometers per hour. According to the Hainan Provincial Meteorological Observatory, the storm developed in the South China Sea over the weekend and made landfall in Wanning and Hainan around 5 o'clock GMT on Tuesday. The winds touched 100 kilometers per hour and were strong enough to uproot trees and bring down some power lines, causing some travel disruption in the process. There were no reports of any casualties. According to local authorities, more than 3,000 people were evacuated from their homes ahead of the storm, which cleared Hainan late on Tuesday. Air travel at the Hainan International Airport and Sunya Phoenix International Airport is now back to normal. The bullet trains across Hainan are expected to resume operation shortly. Passenger ships across the Kansu Strait, between Hainan and Guangdong provinces, are still suffering delays. Meanwhile, more than 25,000 fishing vessels in Hainan had been anchored in the harbor. Mirinae is expected to strengthen slightly as it approaches North Vietnam, and it is forecast to make landfall near Haiphong and Thanh Hoa around 1500 hours GMT on Wednesday. The National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting said the storm will cross the northern delta over the evening, where it is expected to weaken to a low-pressure system. The winds from Tropical Storm Mirinae are not expected to cause too many problems, but the heavy rain associated with the system is likely to cause widespread flooding across many parts of northern Vietnam. Super Typhoon Mirinae is no anomaly. Rising oceanic temperatures are intensifying major currents, which will result in hotter and stormier weather over the next century. The weather deterioration will predominantly occur along the eastern coastlines of Asia, Australasia, South Africa and South America. This glum forecast comes from a team of climate scientists at the Alfred Wegener Institute, Helmholtz Center for Polar and Marine Research in Bremerhaven, Germany. They analyzed oceanographic and satellite data from multiple databases and tested simulations of past and future climates, and presented their research results in the Journal of Geophysical Research, Oceans, published by the American Geophysical Union, AGU. The AWI team took particular interest in the Western Boundary Currents, WBCS, running along the eastern coasts of Asia, Australasia, South Africa and South America. They include the Agulhas Current, the Brazil Current, the East Australian Current, the Kuroshio Current and the Gulf Stream. These currents form at the western sides of ocean basins, hence the name. They drive warm water from tropical waters toward the poles. According to the AGU blog, the AWI team found that all but one of the WBCS have been getting warmer and stronger as the CO2 level in the atmosphere has risen. The exception is the Gulf Stream, which is less subject to wind effects than the other WBCS. The other currents are seeing an increase in temperature, building up heat that must eventually be released to the atmosphere. The most common way to release the heat is storms, Hugh Yang, one of the study authors, told Inside Climate News. Yang also said that China and Japan will suffer more warming than other regions. This suggests that yet more massive storms like Typhoon Mirinae will make landfall in those areas over the coming century. East Asia can expect warmer weather and greater precipitation in general, as well as greater storm frequency in wintertime, the scientist warns.
Rocks right here. đây xe đổ luôn rồi.
Ui dồi ôi kìa, bay hết cả người kìa, ui dồi ôi, cởi áo mưa ra nhỉ.
Đâu cái kìa, cái dù kìa.
Đây.
Vượt gió kia nhỉ.
Khu này đường nó rộng mà.
Đây này, xe bên kia còn ngã nhiều hơn. Đi cẩn thận ra nhìn có người ngã chỗ xe đây.
Friends, they're gonna make a killing on free lumber. There's some local guys out here that are probably either fishermen or this is their wood. Yep, they're gonna start to try to get it.
Điện luôn kìa.
Maybe not. Maybe they're just walking past. Ooh, the waves are big now. Still lots of logs coming in. A lot of wood filling the beach now. Some people down there trying to figure out what to do with it. Yep, they're getting organized to take it up. Now we have all the local people out here scavenging the wood. See, the waves are still huge. It's not deterring anyone out here from scavenging this valuable lumber. I don't know how organized this is. I don't know if this is a private beach of the life resort or it's considered public, but it looks like it's just people from the community around here, women included, kids. See, there's still lots of wood over there around the rocks. Might be harder to get. All right, the storm is going strong and there's something very interesting happening. I don't know if you can see, but there are all these logs out there in the waves. I heard this happen in the last typhoon, that all this illegal logging going on during the storm got knocked into the rivers or washed down the rivers into the ocean. And it looks like we've got a whole bunch of logs coming up onto our beach here. See all these logs? The waves are full of them out there. Just right in this area too. Must have been somehow. The storm is supposed to be at the height in about 4 hours. And there are some areas being evacuated, but not ours. Yep, now our beach is strewn with all these logs. That would not be a safe surfing environment.